A group of prominent businesses and community groups are banding together, demanding action on theft, vandalism, and violence. They say crime has reached epidemic proportions across the province. As CTV's Craig Krause reports, the group says all levels of government need to be a part of the solution.
They're calling themselves the Save Our Streets Coalition, and it's made up of business groups, community groups, concerned citizens, along with retailers here in BC. And speaking to the group, they tell me that the situation here in the province has reached a crisis level, and they're calling on all levels of government to step in and help. This morning, provincial business leaders like the Surrey Board of Trade and public safety groups from Vancouver, the Island, and the Kootenays explain the brazen theft and violence their local businesses are facing. The group says employees no longer feel safe coming to work after some have been attacked or threatened with weapons. To counter the threat, the coalition explains shops have added security measures while also absorbing costs of theft, which has put businesses in jeopardy of closing. Retailers like London Drugs have had to bump up the price of products upwards of 3%. A VPD crackdown recently led to over 250 arrests, 26 weapons seized, and nearly $57,000 worth of goods stolen. And here's what members had to say about the situation.
You know, I never thought I'd be at a press conference in my role that I'd have to be authorizing certain staff members to be wearing stab vests. But that's the extremes that we're having to take to protect our staff has come to. And that's not okay. We need them to do their job for all British Columbians.
The upper levels of government are now making the rules. It is clear to me that you are not sweeping up after the victims day after day. It is obvious to me that your homes, your paychecks, your businesses, your sleep, your mental health are not being threatened. You're not being defecated on, ransacked, or robbed.
Last month, Ottawa passed a bill that places a reverse onus on offenders to be released on bail, intended to increase community safety. But the law has been held up in the Senate. Premier David Eby is blasting senators, calling them out of touch.
The unwillingness of these senators to open their eyes and their ears to the calls from across the country to fix this quickly is profoundly disappointing to me and frankly disturbing.
And the cries for help come after the Retail Council of Canada found there's been a 300% increase in theft since the beginning of the pandemic. Now the group is waiting to hear back from Ottawa and Victoria on a plan moving forward. Craig Krause, CTV News, Vancouver.